on the sixth lesson, the spirit of reverence. Could you tell me what this lesson is about, like a summary overview for this lesson, the spirit of reverence?
So this lesson is about fearing God and seeing that in the proper light. That we often think in terms of fearing God, that there's something wrong with that. But when you understand the holiness of God, the and that who God is and who we are, then that's the absolute proper. We see that throughout Scripture. We see the terror of Isaiah when he says, "Woe is me, for I am undone." We see Daniel said, "All my comeliness turned to nothing." We see John, who was with Christ, when he sees him in Revelation, just fall down as a dead man. That's the proper reverence for a sinner in the presence of a holy God. I think of the story of Aslan and the lion. Where in the Chronicles of Narnia, where the little girl, I think her name was Lucy, that they were telling her, Mr. or Mrs. Beaver were saying, "Hey, we're going to go meet Aslan the lion," and Aslan was a what do you call it, a symbol or type of Christ, and the little girl Lucy said, "Well, I think I'd be rather afraid of meeting a lion. Are you sure he's safe?" And Mr. Beaver just kind of smirked, or he kind of got upset. He says, "Safe?" He says, "Who said anything about safe? He's a lion. Of course he's not safe. But he's good." And so I think, at times in our culture, we want to make the lion safe. We want to take the teeth out of the lion, and we harm ourselves by doing that. We distance ourselves from God by not wanting to respect His holiness, reverence Him in that holy fear of God.
So is it like a sign that we don't really know Him if we don't have the respectful fear of Him?
Right. I think it certainly is. I mean, if you look in Scripture where it talks over and over about those who fear God and those who don't, it's natural for us to think, well, the ones that fear God are the ones that are in danger of perishing for eternity. But those aren't the ones that fear God. Those are the ones that are characterized as having no fear of God before their eyes. Right. The ones that fear God are those that are close to God.
Right, so you're touching something interesting. So are there consequences then for not fearing God in a proper way?
Right, I think, each of us are as close to God as we want to be. It's not that God moves, it's that we move. And when we don't have that reverential fear of God, when we don't have that awe of God that transforms us from being close to the consuming fire, we distance ourselves from God because we don't want to be transformed. We don't, so the consequence of not having that fear of God is to say that we've removed ourselves from that holiness, from that consuming fire.
Okay, good. So let's go to the next lesson.